Welcome to today's episode of What Does the Law Say, proudly sponsored and produced by Tech Hub Media. Before we move on, please like, share, subscribe, drop your comments and your questions in the comment section below. So in today's episode, we would be discussing about misconceptions that people have about lawyers. First misconception that people have assume that, or people have a misconception that if you're a lawyer and you argue a lot, you'll be a good lawyer. I don't know who said that to you. I don't know why people think that, but because you argue a lot or because you raise your voice when you're arguing, it doesn't mean that you make a good lawyer, or it doesn't mean that you're already a good lawyer. What makes a good lawyer is someone that can marshal his points, intelligently and analytically. Most times, if you even have to represent anybody in court, you're not going to be shouting and be making noise like that. You have to convince the court on whatever points that you have. So because you argue a lot or you make a noise when arguing, does not mean that you'll be a good lawyer. Secondly, people say that all lawyers are liars. I don't know where that came from. It must be from the people here. I don't know where it came from, but people usually say that all lawyers are liars. And that is not true. That is a misconception. Not all lawyers are liars. They are truthful lawyers. I mean, are there lawyers that probably scheme their way just to make cases to be in their favor? Probably. But it doesn't mean that all lawyers are liars. That is a very strong misconception that has gone on for a very long time. Everybody just says, oh, all lawyers are liars, all lawyers are liars. No, that is not true. That is a great misconception. Thirdly, people ask you, oh, what kind of law are you practicing? I know, you watch How to Get Away with Murder and Suits and all the law-related movies and everything like that. And people want to ask you, what kind of law are you practicing? Are you a criminal lawyer? Are you a property lawyer? Are you a corporate lawyer? Hold on. It doesn't always work like that. No doubt, lawyers sometimes have specializations, just like people do in Nigeria. Sometimes people can take up a specific area and then decide to specialize in it. Decide that, okay, this is the part I want to major on and I want to make my money from. So somebody can decide that I only want to do litigation. If the person is doing litigation, the person can do anything that has to do with civil or anything that has to do with criminal. But it is litigation. Somebody else might decide that, okay, I want to specialize in corporate, in banking, or I want to specialize in data regulation. That doesn't mean that they are now data regulation lawyers. It doesn't work that way, at least to my knowledge. So, when you meet somebody and the person says, oh, I'm a lawyer, you say, oh, okay, do you have any area of specialization? That's the better question to ask somebody, that what kind of law do you specialize in any area of law? Not necessarily saying what kind of lawyer are you. So this is how it works. When you go to school, when you go to university, at least for my university, you are taught law generally. So there are different courses touching different areas of law, but you are taught law generally. When you get to law school, they just pick major topics or major areas, major subjects that you are taught. And then when you now get out of law school and you're a lawyer, you can now decide if there's any area you want to specialize in. There are law firms that handle different areas of law. So you can't say that, are you a criminal lawyer, or are you a civil lawyer, are you an intellectual property lawyer, things like that. No, you are just a lawyer. So number 4 misconception. When people see you, they say the law. So this is the law and this is a lawyer. So this the law is that this Nollywood actor one, that's the law. Me and the lawyer. So I mean, well, that one is just something aside, but usually people hail you, even when you are just even in university and you've not gone to law school, people hail you and say the law, all kinds of hailing their name to you. So that brings me to this. People assume that if you study law in the university, it means that you're a lawyer. No, that is a strong misconception. So it is possible for you to go to university, study law, and not be a lawyer. So what makes you become a lawyer, or what certifies you as a lawyer? You go to university, you study law, after which you go to law school, pass your bar exam, and then be called to bar. If you do not go to law school, and if you have not passed your bar exam yet, then you can't be called a lawyer. So because a person goes to university and studies law does not mean that that person is a lawyer. Number 5, people usually say that lawyers don't need money. Hey, Who doesn't need money in this lifetime? So the people can just tell you that, don't worry, just give it to that lawyer friend. Let him help you proofread it. Just give it to that lawyer friend. Let him help you just, read the document so you just know what you need to do. Really? So because they're your friends or because they're your family members, they might be your cousin, they might be your nephew, they might be anybody. And because they are lawyers, it doesn't mean that they don't need money. They paid to go to law school too. So if you're going to bring anything to them to handle, they have to do research work, they have to read, they have to go all about. They're going to spend money, spend time, spend their resources too on ensuring that you have the best and that they give you solutions to your problems. So don't assume or don't have a misconception that lawyers don't need money. They are rich, they know what they are doing, they'll make money from somewhere else. No. Number 6, people say that lawyers just want to take money from you. They just want to cheat you. What's the thing that the lawyer is doing? I can go and download the agreement from online. I can Google the agreement. I can download it. But no, that's not what they are about. Lawyers are not just out there to cheat you or take your money. Most times people make mistakes and then now come back and say that, oh, help me, medicine after death. They've already done damage already and now looking for a way to repair the damage. So if you want to repair a damage or if you want to avoid the damage, you need to pay for it. So lawyers are not out there just to take your money or just to cheat you. So somebody will say that, oh, I just asked this lawyer to just help me with a letter or just help me sign an agreement, and then the lawyer is already asking me for money. It costs money. It is not impossible that there are people that want to swindle and cheat. It's not impossible. But that is not the aim of a lawyer, or that is not the intentions of lawyers when they want to help you or prefer solution to you. People say that lawyers know everything or lawyers know all the law. So hold on. They don't know everything. What I mean by they don't know everything now, they don't know everything offhand. They don't know all the laws about all the states, about all the parastatals, about everything offhand. No. Sometimes they have to go back, research, find these things and know how to apply it to whatever situation is before them. So do not just assume that if you call a lawyer, you should always know what it is. Most times they have experience, and if they have experience, they will know the solution to give to you. But it doesn't now mean that if a lawyer does not know a particular area you're asking about, it means that lawyer is a dullard or that lawyer does not know anything. No, it doesn't mean that. So next time you see a lawyer, greet them with your two hands and say you are doing well. And let those misconceptions that you have about lawyers get out of your mind. They're not liars. It's not that they're just arguing, and many other misconceptions that people have. And in case you have any misconception in your mind or you heard something about lawyers, drop it in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and drop your comments in the comment section. Thank you. What does the law say? I'll tell you next Thursday. I'm a lawyer, I'm not a liar, right?